I would now like to go over other cost recovery methods. The first one is Section 179. Section 179 allows a company to actually expense the cost of an entire asset or a couple assets, but the amount is limited in 2020 for $1,040,000. You cannot expense an entire asset in excess of $1,040,000. There are some limitations for that, and the first limitation is the property limitation. Under the property limitation, the actual maximum amount available for Section 179 expensing, and that means you're going to write off the entire asset. You're not going to use modified acres. You can take up to $1,040,000. However, your qualified property placed in service during 2020 cannot go over the threshold of $2,590,000. If the qualified property placed in service in 2020 exceeds the $2,590,000, the amount of the actual Section 179, $1,040,000, will be reduced dollar for dollar. So we'll do some examples where we will not be permitted to take the full $1,040,000 Section 179 write off of an entire asset. You will, if you actually have more than $2,590,000 of qualified property put in service, and when that happens, you will be allowed to deduct it, but you will have to subtract from the $1,040,000 Section 179 the amount that goes over, the qualified property amount that goes over $2,590,000, and that deduction in your $1,040,000 Section 179 will be reduced for dollar for the excess over $2,590,000. And one of the advantages of Section 179 compared to what we'll study after this Section 179 immediate expensing is businesses can choose what assets they want to immediately expense, and that's a plus for Section 179. And when you do that, you can maximize your deduction for depreciation by selecting the assets that have the lowest cost recovery percentage first to exercise your Section 179 option of expensing the entire asset. And we'll do an example of that as well.